Everybody, JD here, 701 Nation. Figured I'd jump on, get this thing going a little early here. Usually takes people a while to to get on. Episode 24, by the way, episode 24, 701 Nation. Line up here for tonight. Gonna be hitting. Gonna do a little review of the Prairie Dog Rifle Steel Challenge we did last Sunday. My favorite targets to shoot at. Doesn't necessarily mean they're the best. They're going to be mine. My favorite ones when I'm at the range or I'm just taking something out in the country somewhere and blast it, whatever. And NRA ratings. I'm going to go over not necessarily every single rating. Hey, Josh, how you doing, buddy? I'm not necessarily going to go over every single rating for North Dakota, but I'm going to go over the federal and statewide ones and a couple of the district ones. And if anybody's watching, you're wondering, you know your district you're in, go ahead and let me know when we get to that, and I'll let you know what the grades and endorsement are. Hey, Brian Warner, what's up, my fellow MVE? Good to see you. Good to see you on, buddy. And of course, I'm gonna have the happy ending of the week per usual. And I usually got my LAUER auto mug. I'm gonna be using my Trump 2024 mug till the election's over, man. So um, I'm optimistic. I'm not guaranteeing anything. I'm not going to say nothing like that, but I am optimistic. Hey, Whale and Turnus, how's it going, buddy? Guns in the 701. How you doing this evening, my other fellow MVE? Appreciate you guys all tuning in here. I'm just kind of letting people are jumping on here, getting I'm impressed how many people are getting on here already. It's good. It's good to have the crowd jumping in. And we're gonna get going. I went over the topics here. I'll say a few things right now. I'm gonna say it. I'll repeat them at the end. Tomorrow night's a Friends NRA banquet over in Mandan. The old Seven Seas. I should have wrote down the name of it because this always happens. I can't remember what the name of it is. And Clay's going to be on. Todd Mitchell in the morning tomorrow, 8:15 a.m. Central. Dougie, he will allow it. I will allow it. Perfect. And you can get that on 550, 99.7 and iHeart. Clay and I like you to go on to iHeart and listen to it because that way Todd can see in real time how many people are watching or listening in on his segment there with Todd. And November 4th, 10 to 11 o'clock, Clay and I are going to be on Dakota Mornings. Mike Bell, day before the election. The Baymont, there you go, Doug. The Baymont. Doug's going to be there. Doug and Leonard are going to be there. Waylon Turnus, he says the Baymont is all. Thanks, guys. Where's the Trump hat? I'm wearing my Armstrong cap, Mom. I don't have a Trump hat actually. So, but I do have a sweet Trump mug. I don't have. Oh, Clay, Guns in the Seven, our newest channel on Kick is working. All right, that's awesome. And then, of course, November 5th, the night of the election, Clay and I are going to be up at BSC. I think it's the Energy Center. Not the new one right by the interstate, but the other awesome place. Anyways, I've been to a few election parties there, but Kelly invited us there. Kelly Armstrong, right here. Man's going to be our next governor, and Clay and I are going to do a live there. And like Clay said last night, I think we got like a 2-hour time limit. I don't know, Clay. Can we do that and then start over again right away? I'm not even sure, but we might try to do like some man on the street kind of thing too. So it's looking forward to it. Should be a fun night. I don't know if Clay, you can stay over at my place if you want. Actually, hopefully by the end of that night, at that party, we're gonna be sure that Trump's gonna win this sucker, man. And I'm quite certain we're gonna have if Kelly's gonna win or not. And I'm fairly certain he's going to. So, anyways, let's get going here. I'm gonna review Sunday. Of course, a lot of people have seen our deer rifle steel challenge we did. A lot of people watched that and liked it. And excuse me, we got a few of these coming up. So we did the Prairie Dog Rifle Steel Challenge, which we had 10 people out there again, and some return people. Well, I think most of the people who were doing it were, well, I don't know, maybe about half were returnees. And so our first challenge was at 300 yards, and I'll have a video out tomorrow or Saturday. There's a part I gotta redo a part in there because I don't want to bore everybody watching the redemption round. But only one guy hit that thing at 300, and I thought a lot of us just missed it. But Eric Newman came up from South Dakota, and Eric was the only guy at 300 to hit that sucker, which was good. I mean, he did good. Eric came up, and I seen a kind of, it was a 223, by the way, God's cartridge. He came up, and I seen his gun, and you'll see on the video. I said, I said, by looking at this guy's rifle, he uses it a lot. I'm going to guess he's going to hit it, and he was the only guy who did there. Redemption round was we had a golf ball hanging from a string at 200 yards, and everybody tried to hit it. We all went through. We all went through that round, and nobody hit that. I felt like I just about hit it, so we went again, and I did hit it, and Jacob hit it with his 6.5 Creedmoor AR. But yeah, but that doesn't matter. It was the second time around. You guys can watch the video. Like I said, I got most of the clips trimmed up, and I'm gonna do a quick little video and talk about that and put it in there. It was fun. It was real fun. And once deer season's over, we're gonna do the coyote challenge and offhand challenge and the iron sight challenge too. So it should be a fun winter. And if we do get some nice days in the winter, we plan on doing Second Amendment Day up there at Axe's place. So I mean, yeah, Dave Fettig, yep. All right, what's he got on there? 22. Yeah, yeah. He said he's gonna do 22. I'll say there wasn't much. Most of us kind of overcompensated for the wind. It was more of a head-on wind instead of a crosswind, which is what got me. I have my elevation right on the money, but I just went to the right of it, thought the wind would blow it, and I used the ammo I used. I normally didn't use in that gun, but I man, it was so accurate. I had to use it, and found out the velocity axe had the Garmin, I think it was, way better than. I mean, you just aim that thing in a general direction for your muzzle velocity, and those rounds I had were going way faster than I thought. And the BC of that bullet was cutting the wind real good. It was going like 3,200 feet per second out of my bull barrel AR. So, good news is I know how that thing cuts the wind and how flat it shoots. So when it does come time to Prairie Dog again, real Prairie Dogs, not the steel, I'm gonna be ready. But I can tell you when we do the coyote challenge, that's gonna I'm gonna use a 223 on that too, and I think we're gonna do that. I think we're gonna start out at 400 with that, depending on the wind. Depending on the wind, I mean, if it is super windy, we'll go at 3. And me and a couple other guys went through after the first round, and well, the whole crew did. But and of course, I hit it one shot 200, one shot 300, one shot 400. Then I hit them all in one shot, and a couple other guys did too. But too little, too late. Didn't work on the first one. My buddy Brian came out late. Eric was kind of on pins and needles there for the kitty. Lab radar, Doug says, yeah, that thing's freaking awesome. I like that. My buddy Brian came out late. He had the 20-inch barreled DPMS 223. Missed it big time with his first shot, and guess what? Second shot, just for the hell of it to do it. Sure shit, he hit it too. So the first shot's that's the first shot's that one will get you. That got a lot of us on the deer too. So, but fun challenge. Appreciate everybody doing that. Like I said, I'll have the video out tomorrow night or Saturday at some point. I'm going out to Axe's place Saturday morning at 9:30. He got a new AR-15 looking shotgun thing. It's awesome. We're gonna video a short out there for you guys blowing some stuff up. So, some fruits and vegetables, which are gonna make which are coming up here in my target section here. We're gonna talk about. Guns in the 701 says we will do several live streams on election night. So everyone, turn your notifications on so you know when we go live that night. Right. And yeah, I mean, you can keep an eye on the national elections all you want, but me and Clay are going to be here. We're going to be with the GOP. Talking to, I'm quite certain we're going to talk to Kelly Armstrong, and Kevin Kramer will probably be there, and a number of other politicians. I'll bet you Alex Balaz will be there. Clay, I'll bet you that. We'll probably get a talk with Alex and some other people. So it should be fun. Looking forward to doing that, and then hopefully I don't have too many cold ones with everybody up there. And Clay will keep me in line. So I don't have too many of these babies up there. If Trump wins, I'm going to have a lot more later when we're not on the air. But anyway, all right, let's go on my favorite targets. I kind of jipping this from I listened to the AR-15 podcast. They're in South Dakota. They're kind of talking about this too. I mean, I thought about doing this before, but they kind of spurred me on to do it here. My favorite targets, and I'll go through center fire. Let's go center fire first, right? Let's go center fire targets. Number one, my number one favorite target for using, like 223 or 308, whatever, 6.5 Creed. Milk, 1 gallon jugs doesn't necessarily have to be. I actually there's some that are thicker plastic that I don't. I prefer the thinner the plastic because them babies really blow up good. You get some good action off of those kind of targets. Those are definitely my favorite and cheap, right? I mean, you drink milk, save you rinse your jug out, or you got friends who drink, like my neighbor, Mark over here. He brings me his jugs, and we always use distilled water at work. I do that, and well, when Trump was in, you could go buy, a 3-pack of distilled water at Menards or somewhere for like a freaking buck. So it was easy enough to go and buy those. And if you're taking somebody out to shoot the first time, um, Meg dumping into trash. Meg dumping into trash. Yeah, we're gonna do some of that with a shotgun. Uh, if you're taking somebody out to shoot, I guarantee you the funnest thing you can do for them is to have them shoot jugs. And like I said, the thicker gauge plastic. I mean, if you're shooting magnums or something, it'll blow it up fairly good. But like normal, like I said, 308, 223. I mean, that gallon jug is going to be the best, and you will fire people up to do that. Number two, definitely steel. I love shooting steel. I actually have some friends who they don't like shooting steel. They don't even really like shooting targets, which blows my mind. To me, when you shoot and you see or hear that steel ring, man, there's nothing better than that really at the range other than watching them jugs explode. And I will go through just some different kinds of steel here for targets. So you got 1/4 inch AR 400. This is basically, it'll handle center fire handguns up to the 45 ACP. Works good with pretty much everything. 38 9 mil. And if you shoot one of these things with the rifle at close range, it'll just be like a pencil blowing. Like if you shoot it with 223, even a soft point, it'll blow right through it. It'll just put a perfect. It almost looks like a drill hole. It'll be kind of cratered out, but it will shoot through there. Make no mistake about it. A rifle like that will blow through it. So this is the one a lot of people have. I have a lot of these too. Eric Newman says hitting the gong is orgasmic. Man, I mean, I'm not going to argue with it, Eric. That's, you know, maybe like a lower level one, maybe, right? It's awesome, man. I love hitting the gong. So 3/8 inch AR 500 designed to handle Magnum handguns and rifles up to 308. Also, 223, 55, 5.45, 39. Man, and we've shot these with 7mm mags and shit too, but and the ones I got, man, the ones that I've had like 8, 10 years, they're kind of. I mean, there is some pock marks in them, and they're cratered, mostly from 22, 250 rounds. Because speed is what actually. When we said this before, and your speed wipes out these steel targets more than anything. Like a 22, 250, they recommend taking that out. Don't shoot it under 200 yards. And like I said, my dad shot ones out at our range at 100, and it definitely puts tiny dimples in it. I mean, not big, but I mean, if you just sat there, you would wear your target out pretty quick. Guns in the Sturm Guns in the 701 says fascist book is working tonight as well. Found out some leftist pile of shite reported copyright infringement on his sister singing the anthem, right? And his sister, Clay's sister, sings the introduction national anthem, and somebody said he was copyright infringing from his sister. I mean, man, I hope it'd be nice if this shit would get straightened out. I mean, I'm back on YouTube tonight. I haven't been on there. I figured I'd try it. I think I know what it was. I never did tell Clay what I'd get a chance to tell him, but hopefully we still are up on YouTube. I see Eric's on there, and so Guns in the 701 says Dave Fettig 22. I wish I made it too. Yeah, Dave had some problems with his work trucks. He couldn't make it, so which sucks. Dave was pretty fired up, and we were fired up to have Dave. But like I said, we got a lot more challenges coming. The coyote one, man, I'm looking forward to the coyote one. I will add to that too, just to back up. Axe has like a full size adult coyote, and then he's got like a pup size one too. And we're we're kind of working on my buddy Wyatt from the Blind Guy was telling me his idea for doing a shotgun one, not necessarily for steel, but a shotgun you were going to do because I do feel like we neglect shotguns because I'm just not a big shotgun guy. I mean, I apologize for that. A lot of people, I like shotguns. Don't get me wrong, but we're gonna figure something out with the shotties because hey, when it's winter in North Dakota, there's not much to do on the weekends, really, especially go shoot, have shooting contests, and head to the pub, I guess. Anyway, let's keep going here on these steel gongs. Just I'm not gonna get too deep into this techie shit, right? I mean, we could do a whole show on it, but I just don't think that would be that interesting to a lot of people. Half inch AR 500, designed for rugged daily rifle use. 300 and 338 mag rifles and dangerous game cartridges. Okay, well, I don't have any half inch. Axe, I don't know that Axe does. Maybe I think that only shot with his 50. Maybe I don't even know if that one is. And then of course 3/4 inch here, designed for 50 BMG. Also works with 375, 416, and 408. I don't know anybody who's got a 408 Shytac. Those are badass. So super badass. I'd love to be around one of those things. Josh Patterson says shotgun one sounds fun. Absolutely, Josh. It is going to be. I mean, they're all fun, right? But yeah. So let's go on. We'll go on here to okay after the steel for center fire. My next favorite, shooting veggies and fruit. Man, shooting watermelons is fun. I mean, there's a multitude of ones you can shoot. So like pumpkins, which are probably going to show up in a shotgun video Saturday for me and Axe. What you got to do, like people are shooting, like, well, they don't blow up. How'd you get them to blow up? You cut the top off, fill them with water, and they will freaking explode. Awesome. And that goes to a lot of like any kind of fruit or vegetable that doesn't have anything in the inside, like thickness. I mean, it'll you got to fill them up with water, and it'll blow up. Awesome. It's freaking great. I freaking love doing that. It's fun. It's fun. And of course, tannerite, can't leave tannerite. Tannerite is super fun all the time, which it's going to show up in my rimfire one here too. But yeah, and it's got to be dry. I mean, I'd love to shoot tanny now, and but you can't, man. It's so dry, and there is a little spark in there. They say it's not flammable, but it is. It is. Guns in the 701. I now have cowboy action black powder rounds. Now we could do a quick draw challenge. Can use a revolver using 45 LC rounds. Lots of fun for sure. Yeah, Clay did that at their Farm Bureau thing, and him and Daryl Lease, and I can't remember some other people. It looked pretty cool. Yeah, so Clay's got some rounds. I'm gonna pick them up for him, man, down Sporting Goods. But yeah, so rimfire, my number one thing. Let's go to that here before we hit our first break. Rimfire targets, without a doubt, water bottles, like the little ones. I'm talking like these. I mean, I like shooting these with center fires too, but for rim fires, great. I mean, just like a mini water jug, they blow up. You get a great action from them. I put a little, drop of food coloring in there too to make it a little more interesting. But yeah, you take kids out or new shooters, like I said, they love that 22 especially, and sit there with a box of 22 and hammer on it all day. It's freaking great. Number two, I do love shooting steel with rim fires as well. Steel's the best. I mean, it lasts a long freaking time. I'll say this about like paper targets. People are probably wondering. For me, papers for freaking zero in your rifle is boring. I mean, shooting nice groups is awesome, makes you feel good, but it's boring. There's no reaction, there's no sound. You just get your hole in. And I mean, them dirty bird targets are kind of cool. They splatter a little bit, and you can get like the little prairie dog ones on them and turkeys, and so that's kind of cool. I mean, if I had to shoot paper, that's probably what I would shoot. But for like zeroing, like I said, paper. Best thing I've found too is just white. If you can find a big like your old calendars and get the back, and then I use like a canning lid. That's about just a little over 2 inches, and put a dot in the middle. So I mean, you can adjust them there, but you can see your bullet holes so much better on that white background and stuff. And I don't know if like the little hug, you guys watch us do some 22 stuff. The little hug bottles, you buy a whole like 30 pack of them up at Menards or wherever for I don't know, it's like $5. You get all kinds of targets for them and already colored. And of course, like I said, the rimfire tannerite, we're gonna be shooting out with the shotgun out at Axes. We did a test on that. It reminded me, I forgot I had them. was on the treadmill looking at something, and that popped up on there, and I watched that video again. It was pretty cool. We did it when there wasn't much wind. It's supposed to be kind of breezy Saturday, but we'll see what happens. It's gonna be freaking fun either way. So, I'm looking forward to doing that. I mean, you guys got any? What I don't know if you guys want to comment. What do you guys think your favorite targets are? Those are definitely mine. I used to what I used to like to do, like before I had our range at the ranch, or my before I met Doug, really, and you go to a public range, you can bring clay pigeons down there and set them on the berm wall and shoot them. I mean, yeah, they're 5 inches, but 5 inches around, and you can basically, I mean, unless you got a long freaking range. I think Bismarck's goes to 200 and Mandan's 2 or 250, but still, it's fun. 5 inches. If you got your deer rifle or whatever, and you don't think you're going past 200, you can pop that. It's still nice to see them targets break. I mean, I like that. If you like shooting steel way out, get yourself a membership down in Moffett there. They got steel out to 1,000. So, and they may be farther, but I think it's just 1,000. So that's awesome. And if you guys got anything you want to add on targets, by all means, put her in the comments here. And when I'm done with this first ad, which I'm going to get to shortly here, go ahead and put them in, or we'll discuss them. Because if I'm missing something, I mean, there's some like them gel pack targets and shit like that. And I know they make like big deer size ones, and they got little gel, which are kind of cool. I've never tried those. If any of you guys have tried those, by all means, let me know, because I've never tried those. They look cool as shit. I tried them little gel pack kind of things. They actually work better shooting them with 22. My daughter, we actually did a short out at Axis on it. She shot it with a Rascal 22. It was pretty awesome. But tell you what, guys, we're gonna do our first ad here. Be back shortly. You got anything to add in targets, put it in the comments. If not, when you get back, we're going to go right to these NRA endorsements and ratings, which I'm looking forward to. So we'll be right back. 701 Nation.
That's a war face. Now let me see your war face. Ah! You don't scare me.
LAUER Auto Repair, located at 309 South Washington Street in Bismarck, North Dakota.
Give them a call at 701-258-6308.
The team of mechanics at LAUER Auto can take care of any problem your vehicle is having. And when you do business with LAUER, you can be assured you're doing business with a pro Second Amendment America First repair shop. There are plenty of other auto repair shops in the Bismarck-Mandan area. But why take a chance at patronizing a shop that might not have your beliefs at heart? Make no mistake. LAUER Auto is your pro Second Amendment repair shop. When you talk to the guys at LAUER Auto, don't forget to tell them that you heard they are a sponsor of Guns and the 701, and that you appreciate their support of our pro Second Amendment, pro North Dakota live stream and podcast. That's LAUER Auto Repair, 701-258-6308.
701-258-6308.
Located 309 South Washington Street in Bismarck, North Dakota.
Experience the exhilaration of power in your hands at Bloodline Kinetics. Why Cerakote? Simply, it aids in firearm preservation while also giving your piece a unique look. Barrel threading, NFA laser engraving, bolt handle threading, mount, level, and bore, sight scope chamber rebarreling, and much more. Bloodline Kinetics is meant to reflect a long American lineage in gun ownership, who stand for the Second Amendment rights, Bloodline, and the science behind gun accuracy, Kinetics. To some, it's just a constitutional right that can go away. To us, it's in our American bloodline, and we believe it should stay that way. Here at Bloodline Kinetics, we understand that hunters, sportsmen, women, and gun owners should have a quality firearm. Stop and see us at 2008 Morrison Avenue 2 in Bismarck, North Dakota, 58504, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call 701-390-7997. Visit our website, bloodlinekinetics.com.
JD back here, 701 Nation. Thanks everybody. Hey, I mean, we're picking up viewers as we go on here. Appreciate you guys. I really do appreciate you guys tuning in. It's fun talking to you guys. I love talking about guns, hunting, shooting, Second Amendment. And by the way, real quick, no 701 Nation live stream next Thursday. Not because it's Halloween specifically, but because my youngest daughter. Mic down. I don't know. My mic down. Let's see here. Ah, all right. Here we go. Here. Hold on, man. You got me now, Brian, or what? I'm good to go here. Except my mic sounds goofy. Josh says, "Huh? Okay. I don't know what the heck's going on here. How about now, guys? Hold on." All right, you guys got me now. I have my mic up, and then I had the mute button. I leaned into it, turned the mute on. Got to sound good now. My bad. My bad, of course. Let's see here. But my cousin Dave down in Georgia, and Kamala are in town tonight promoting high prices and more illegal aliens. Yeah, they are. I saw that. Hey, I'm looking to have Georgia kick their ass, Dave. I mean, what are you thinking down there? What's everybody's feel down in Georgia on that looking like? I mean, it looks like even in like polls that would favor Kamala, it looks like Trump's ahead of her down there. Let's see here. Josh had a comment I wanted to get to. Let's see, where in the heck was that? Right here. First, Josh Patterson's first time really shooting any steel was out at Doug's. For me and my boy, him and his boy, it's awesome shooting steel when you hear that report. We always shot paper at Tannerite. Yeah, I didn't know that. Josh's boys, he is a big boy too, and I seen he had the Killed Your Cowboys thing on. He plays football for him up there. That's pretty awesome, man. All right. So, anyways, we're gonna get, like I said, we're gonna hit on NRA. I'm not doing all of the NRA ratings, you guys, but there is some I want to hit on, like the federal ones here. And if you guys live in a district, you know your district number, let me know. If they're in here, I'll let you know if you know your candidates, and you know who they're running against or something, because there is a few. I seen these signs in town, and I will get to this, but the green and white signs, they're they're leftist. They're leftists, and I will tell you what they did on there. First, okay, Josh said first round of playoff Saturday. Then they went undefeated so far this season. Yeah, freaking awesome, man. Love that. Brody, I forgot Brody's name, but it's locked in now. Brody, yeah. Hope they kick butt, Josh. Let me know how they do. So, of course, okay, NRA Political Victory Fund, of course, endorsed Donald Trump, J.D. Vance. Reasons to vote for Trump and Vance. I mean, Clay and I kind of was, right? Appoint Second Amendment judges. Trump appointed 3 Supreme Court judges instrumental in shaping the Bruin decision, which Clay and I have talked about many times. That's overturning all kinds of anti-gun legislation. Rightly so, put Roe versus Wade back to the states where it should have been, and the Chevron deference case. I mean, Kelly Armstrong was on and talked about that. Kelly's a lawyer; he knows how big that. No matter what you think of Trump, and right, he maybe not a guy I'd sit around and drink beer with. I don't even think he drinks beer anyway. But man, the guy's policies and the judges he appoint are, I mean, they're pro-American. That's simple as that. Yeah, right. He's unwavering support for your right to carry, fighting firearm confiscation. Yeah, I mean, the man was shot, and they wanted him to come out and start bitching about banning AR-15s. He said, "No, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to do that." Furthermore, I would say this too. You got guys out trying these, like Clay talked about last night. I can't remember the guy's name there in Missouri. Out trying to shoot. They're shooting steel at 5 yards away with rifles. Ricocheted, injured a guy. They had Tannerite on the table. Didn't have their eye pro on. And Tim Walz, don't go out and act like a freaking gun guy when you're not. Okay, if you're running for office, it makes you look stupid as shit. Trump knows. Trump is a Second Amendment guy, right? But he's not a gun guy like his kids are. So he's not going to go out to the gun range and act like he's a, handy with an AR or a shotgun or some shit like Walz claimed to be. I mean, Walz is out saying he can outshoot. I guarantee you I can outshoot any Republican in Congress. Really, dude? I mean, I wish one of these Republicans would. Coons, there you go. Or as or as Clay Travis is calling today, cunts. I got a kick out of that. Right. Okay. So one more here on Vance and Trump, who are endorsed by the NRA. Trump has a proven record of expanding the rights of hunters and sportsmen across millions of acres of public land. Right, he opened it up, and he didn't do stupid lead core ammo bans like the left always wants to do, and make you shoot expensive ass all copper monolithic rounds. I have nothing against those, but I shouldn't be forced to pay down there twice as much for a round that I personally don't believe, from what I've read, does anything to the damn environment. So. And my mic didn't go down there. I was just having a rattling a little ice around here. Rum 7 is my favorite. That's what I'm having. All right, U.S. Senator, and Kevin Cramer, right? Supports pro-gun judges, right? I get so that's number one. I mean, okay, so right, Cramer's done some votes that made me scratch my head, which is fine. I mean, you're not going to agree with these guys 100%, man. Nobody. I mean, Clay even said it last night. Probably you disagreed with Trump on some things. So did I. That's just the facts, man. That's just the way it is. His opponent, Katrina Christensen, otherwise known as Hurricane Katrina, she ain't gonna vote for any judge Trump would appoint. She'd vote against him. And if Kamala wins, she'll be a vote straight through for all the leftist judges, anti-constitutionalists, because that's what the left appoints, is anti-constitutionalists. So Kramer's right. Pro-gun judges, supports right to carry, supports manufacturers and dealers, because the left always wants to get rid of the PLCCA, and opposes government bans and confiscation. Right. Kevin opposes Kamala Harris's plan to ban lawfully owned semi-automatic firearms, magazines, ammunition commonly used for self-defense. Yeah. Right. So, okay, right. Lynette's not a fan of Kevin Cramer, but, I'm not a big a fan as I used to be, but I would still take Kevin over. I'd take Kevin over any Democrat senator of the United States of America. I'll tell you that right now, with easily, without a doubt, just on judges, judicial votes alone, and like Clay talked about before, the waters of the U.S. Act. Governor, of course, Kelly Armstrong. We've had Kelly on a number of times, and we will in the future. We'll talk to him. Not a more staunch defender and promoter of the Second Amendment than Kelly Armstrong. I mean, if you don't believe that, I guess I don't know what to tell you. I mean, his record proves it. So let's go through their grades here. Okay. Like I said, U.S. Senate, Kevin Cramer, A+, Hurricane Katrina Christensen, F, right there. I can tell you, she would support every damn gun control law they run under her freaking beak. I guarantee you she would. She would do it with vigor. She would love to do that, right? And U.S. House of Representatives. I mean, a lot of people give Julie Fedorchak shit too. I wish she was more aggressive on. Yeah, I don't agree with her on the pipeline. Let's see what happens. I mean, I've talked to her a number of times, and at conventions and whatnot, and Julie's a real nice person, and I hope she got an A on the questionnaire, right? So, and I know her campaign manager, big pro Second Amendment guy, Sean Cleary, and her opponent here, Julie Fedorchak's opponent. If you hate Julie Fedorchak, which I do not, but some people do, even Republican, Trygriv Hammer, otherwise known to me as Try Hard Tack Hammer, didn't even fill out the NRA questionnaire. Former Marine, I'm guarantee he thinks he can handle freaking guns better than anybody. I'm doubtful he'd probably end up doing like Kinzinger and this other Marine, this Kuntz did. He was a former Marine down in Missouri. I mean, yeah. When they don't fill it out, man, I mean, most of the time it's because they know they hate the NRA and they don't want, they support every form of gun control there is. Governor, of course, Kelly Armstrong, A+. Merrill Peepeecorn. What do you guys think Merrill Peepeecorn got? Yeah, Merrill got himself a big fat F too. No shocker there. Lieutenant Governor Michelle Strinden, A. Lieutenant Governor for Peepeecorn, Pat Hart. I've told you guys before, I've met Pat a number of times. He years ago did some work for his construction company in our garage here. Nice guy, fun guy to talk to, drink some beers with, but absolute and total FUD. The guy is a FUD. He more than happy for you to give up all kinds of guns. I think he owns a 30-06 Tika and a shotgun, and probably thinks that's all you ever need. So, I mean, good on him. If that's all he wants to own, good for you. Don't tell me what I need to own, okay? Now, I'm just going to mention this one here because he's a good buddy of ours, friend of the show. Helps a lot of Second Amendment stuff through here. Great. Jeff Magram, District 8A. He got an A, okay? And here's one I'm telling you guys about in town here. This District 30, Diane Larson got an A plus. Okay, Matt Zimney. Here's another guy. Says he was in the military. Probably was. I think he was in. I don't know. Said he was in the Guard or something here. Maybe you guys, somebody listening who was in the Guard knows him. Didn't even fill out the questionnaire. I mean, if you see some of the shit he posts on Facebook, the guy's a leftist, no doubt about it. I commented on there. I said, Matt Harris, and he said, I'm proud of you to call me that. So I mean, the guy thinks Kamala Harris is great. He was proud that I said his name is Matt Harris or Kamala Zimney, whatever I put on there. But he accepted it and loved it, man. He thought that was great. So if you're thinking about Diane Larson's an establishment, Matt Zimney is this guy's a freaking leftist. You won't agree with him at all. Anything, he sucks. And I'll mention this guy too, because I've met Dick a few times, and Dick's done some votes I don't care about either. District 32, Dick Deaver, A. You got an A on there. I don't know if you guys, like I said, if you guys know your district you're in, hey, put it here in the chats, and if your district's up this year for something, I'll most definitely let you know what the grades are here. What's the next one? Okay, here's one right here. District 10. Republican Steve Swiatek, A. Jared Hendricks. Jared got a question mark, and Clay and I are friends with Jared. Clay talked to Jared about it or texted him. Jared spaced out filling a question. I will vouch for Jared. Jared is 100% pro gun. Jared's 100% pro gun. He's a pro Second Amendment, and his opponent here, Democrat Hamida DeCane, got a D. And this is one of the things that pisses me off here. What's going on in our state? Pat Fakin's, I don't know what they're called, freedom, whatever, something. They're picking on Jared because he's a big mega supporter, and they want you to vote for this Hamida DeCane, a Democrat who got a freaking D, man. I mean, give me a freaking break. Thinking, what the hell are you thinking, dude? What are you thinking when you claim to be a conservative or a Republican, and you're putting ads out running against a Republican, and you want this freaking Democrat to win? That is freaking bullshit. I can't stand that shit. That pisses me off. That is bullshit. I mean, I never had nothing against Pat Finken. I did disagree with him on some shit till I saw this. Don't like the guy. Don't like the guy at all. All right, Dougie Wolf, District 36. Let's see here, Dougie. I'm going to go through the Senate. District 36. You got, well, this is bad news for you, Doug, sort of. Desiree Van Oosting, question mark. So I don't know if Desiree didn't fill it out or if Desiree just doesn't like, she's a Republican. She got R by her name. I don't know if she's related to a guy I know, friend of the show, Bill Van Oosting. Not sure if she's related, but she got a question mark on that. Maybe look her up on Facebook, Axe, and see what she says to you. Say, why'd you get a question mark from the NRA? Okay, let's see. So your house here. All right. Okay, here you go. Okay, I got another home assignment for you, Dougie. Dory Houck got an A. Republican. The other Republican, Ty Dressler, question mark. That's for the House race. Ty Dressler, question mark. Another guy. You, Lynette, look him up, send him a message. What's the question mark in the freaking NRA question here, dude? Ask him about that. Okay, here, Clay chimed in here. Jared did get the questionnaire in, was late, but did score an A questionnaire. He's a solid 2A guy. Yeah, exactly. Okay, I'm glad. Okay, I had that wrong. Clay, thanks for filling that in for me. I appreciate that. And so I got another one marked here. District 32. Oh, this is the other one with the green signs here. Sherry Orser. They got the green, right? They try to act like they're like no party affiliation with their green and white signs. That punk ass Tracy Potter tried that shit with orange and black signs the last time that phony ran. He's a huge freaking leftist. Don't ever let that guy bullshit you. District 32. Republican. So this is one. Sherry Orser, question mark, didn't fill it out. Guarantee you she's anti-gun. I would put money on that. That's why she didn't fill it out. She hates the NRA. Lisa Meyer, A. Pat Heinert, A. And again, I've definitely disagreed with Pat on some stuff, but you know, for the most part, he's been pretty good on second. So, okay, I'm gonna just go through this just for the hell of it. The ones I got an F on here, guys, and I'm just gonna scan through and I find an F. Democrat, District 16, Heather Tayulayanden, F. District 20, Democrat, John Peterson, F. Keep going. No relation to Clay Peterson. I hope. District 42, Democrat, Rodney Gigstad, F. District 44, Josh Boshi. Yeah, figure that. F. Nobody's even running against the guy. District 44 must be a leftist freaking hive. I don't know. Keep going, panning down here. Oh, we got a D. Oh, I was at Hamida DeCane. District 14, 2 Democrats there. I'm not saying Republicans got A's here, but Jessica Hawks, question mark. Kathy Jelsig, F. District 16, Phil Wise, Democrat, question mark. Julie West, Democrat, F. I haven't seen a Republican on here with a freaking F. I mean, if I missed it, I missed it. But Clay says District 32, Hulk is a solid conservative for sure. Had some great conversations with him. See, District 18, Mary Adams, Democrat, F. Scott Nelson, Democrat. Didn't question it because he didn't care. The Second Amendment sucks. District 22, 2 Republicans with A's. Democrat Daryl Hansen, question mark. District 24, Nancy Farnham, Democrat, F. Sean Olhausen, question mark. Okay, we got another question mark here for Republican. All right, I'm going to just keep going right here. District 38, both Dan Ruby. This must be up in Minot. Lisa Hermosillo, F. Democrat. Again, District 40, Matt Ruby, must be up. Yeah. Macy Belinsky, Republican, didn't fill it out. Alexander Dufel, question mark. I got 2 more here for you guys. District 42, excuse me. Carol Hagan, Democrat, question mark. Sarah Gossbauer, F. District 44, there's only 2 Democrats in District 44. Austin Foss got himself an F, and Carla Hansen got a D. District 46, Jim Casper and Desiree Morton, Republicans, got A. Todd Reisenauer, didn't fill it out, Democrat. Will Thompson, freaking F. So, I mean, on almost all the time, the way you think about guns is what kind of politician you are. Obviously, these Democrats, little to no respect. Most of them, absolutely no respect for our Second Amendment rights. So I no matter what you think of the Republican, if you know Daryl's had a thing on there, some Republicans are going to try doing this protest vote or some shit. You guys are cutting your nose off to spite your face. Get freaking if you don't like that Republican, run another Republican to freaking beat him instead of bitching about it. I'm going to vote for a Democrat. That doesn't do you one freaking bit of good. None. All right, guys, I'll tell you what I'm going to do here. Okay, I'm going to read the rest of this with Clay here. He said, had some great conversations with, Hulk is a female, and she knew the constitutional questions I asked, plus recited the Second Amendment to me when I asked. Perfect. Love that. Love that a lot. So let's go through. We're going to do our bigger ad here, guys and gals, because we do have guys and gals here. And this is going to, see, I know I bitch about this, but I do have to go through this sucker to find all of my, that's the double. All right, here we go, guys. This is a long ad. We're going to come back. I'm going to do the happy ending and talk about a few other things. You guys got anything else to add about your district or federal elections? Let me know and we'll hit on it. But until then, we're going to do our long ad and we will be back.
Located at 309 South Washington Street in Bismarck, North Dakota.
Give them a call at 701-258-6308.
The team of mechanics at LAUER Auto can take care of any problem your vehicle is having. And when you do business with LAUER, you can be assured you're doing business with a pro Second Amendment America First repair shop. There are plenty of other auto repair shops in the Bismarck-Mandan area. But why take a chance at patronizing a shop that might not have your beliefs at heart? Make no mistake. LAUER Auto is your pro Second Amendment repair shop. When you talk to the guys at LAUER Auto, don't forget to tell them that you heard they are a sponsor of Guns and the 701 and that you appreciate their support of our pro Second Amendment, pro North Dakota live stream and podcast. That's LAUER Auto Repair, 701-258-6308.
701-258-6308.
Located 309 South Washington Street in Bismarck, North Dakota.
Experience the exhilaration of power in your hands at Bloodline Kinetics. Why Cerakote? Simply, it aids in firearm preservation while also giving your piece a unique look. Barrel threading, NFA laser engraving, bolt handle threading, mount, level, and bore, sight scope chamber, rebarreling, and much more. Bloodline Kinetics is meant to reflect a long American lineage in gun ownership, who stand for the Second Amendment rights, Bloodline, and the science behind gun accuracy. Kinetics. To some, it's just a constitutional right that can go away. To us, it's in our American bloodline, and we believe it should stay that way. Here at Bloodline Kinetics, we understand that hunters, sportsmen, women, and gun owners should have a quality firearm. Stop and see us at 2008 Morrison Avenue 2 in Bismarck, North Dakota, 58504, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call 701-390-7997. Visit our website, bloodlinekinetics.com.
Ever tried catching a fish with your bare hands or hunting a deer with a stick? Don't be that guy. At Mandan Sporting Goods, we've got all the hunting and camping gear you need. We're your one-stop shop for outdoor adventure.
A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed.
Check us out at mandansportinggoods.com, or better yet, stop in to 210 East Main Street, Mandan, North Dakota. Mandan Sporting Goods, where the outdoors meets functionality. Store hours, Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Closed Sunday. Take up arms at Mandan Sporting Goods. Your adventure starts here.
Looking for the best gun gear for every and any situation? Little Angry Man Arms LLC has you covered. Top-notch guns from top-name brands like Winchester, Glock, Sig Sauer, and Ruger to essential extras from Magpul, Streamlight, Hollow, Sun Optics, and more. Little Angry Man Arms LLC have everything to make your shooting adventures a success. Visit littleangrymanarms.com today and gear up for your next big hunt, competition, or home defense. Don't miss out on our exclusive deals. Little Angry Man Arms LLC, based in Trail City, South Dakota, your ultimate hunting partner.
Discover the world of firearms at Bismarck's Double H Gun Shop. With a wide range of products from handguns to rifles, we cater to all your shooting needs. We are your local gun experts. Not only do we sell firearms, reloading supplies, targets, and whatever your heart desires, but we also have a ton of knowledge and answers.
We shoot, we hunt, we compete, we reload.
It's been the Howard's way since 1976, and we ain't fixing to change anything. Visit our website at hhgunshop.com to browse our inventory. Double H Gun Shop, Bismarck's best new and used firearm reloading supply, gunsmithing, and sporting goods store. Double H Guns.
Double H Guns.
1021 South Washington Street, Bismarck, North Dakota. Call 701-223-4888.
All right, JD here, 701 Nation. I'm back, and I know my mic's working this time. So, all right, following up on the last thing, Doug Wolf commented, he said, we have primaries for a reason. Exactly. And is it hard to primary some of these people out? Damn right it is. But that's the way to do it. The way to do it ain't to go vote for freaking Democrats. So, and I would add, our sponsor there, Little Angry Man Arms, he got his ass sniped on Facebook, so he had to get a new page up here. So look him up on Facebook, Little Angry Arms. Follow him. He's down there in I think Trail City, South Dakota.
Trail City. How you doing?
Yes. I'm doing good, Clayton. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, I figured I'd just jump on here quick, like so.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to download and upload this for you anyway.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna hit the. I tell you what, I'm gonna hit the happy ending here, and then I'm gonna show everybody something here. It ain't a gun, don't worry.
I love this hat, but it looks stupid.
Yeah, I do. All right. So this week's happy ending comes to us here from Davies County, Indiana. This guy was standing in front of his home on the evening of September 2nd when all of a sudden another guy pulls up in a driveway, gets out, starts arguing with him for no apparent reason. And then all of a sudden, guess what, Clay? This stranger pulls out a gun, points at him. What do you do when somebody does that to you, Clay?
Oh, I don't know. I might have a surprise for them.
Maybe a little
You know what?
22
It
mag.
might come in a compact package about this big with 22 mag written on it.
Yeah. Well, the homeowner, Clay, drew his own gun, fired 2 shots. The assailant got back into his car, but fortunately later, the turd stack died of his injuries. The county sheriff said there was no connection between the 2 men, but the man who initiated the incident was known to have, quote, mental health issues. That's coming to you out of Terre Haute, Indiana. So, yeah, guess what? Don't pull into a driveway and jerk your pistol on somebody, because they just might jerk their own and go to freaking work on you, and that's it.
Right. Now he's a good scumbag.
So
room temperature.
I was telling everybody beginning, Eric won the P-Dog challenge, right? And a while back, Clay and I gave Eric some skulls from Eric's actually a taxidermist too. Grizz is taxidermist in South Dakota. Eric made me one hell of a nice We the People skull here on my matter of fact, Tanner, if you're watching this or you're listening, where you live now, right? Just to the south of you, buddies, where I shot this one before you were even thinking about living there. So, yeah, you see that? Got that great American skull on there. Perfect.
That looks great.
And I can tell you, this deer ain't as big as it looks. I'm glad it looks as big on here. Yeah. Thanks, Eric. That's awesome, buddy. I'm going to try and get that thing hung up behind me at some point there. My mom got me a sign too, and it's appreciate it, man. It was awesome, and congrats again on winning the Prairie Dog Challenge. That was fun.
Yeah, I wish I could have made it up. I mean, that would have been a great time, but I had to go make some money, so I was hauling.
Yeah. Doug Wolf says, "Fuck around and find out."
That's right.
I kind of cut that a little short, didn't I, Clay? I almost let one slip there.
There we go.
Not that I don't swear. Anybody who knows me knows I use the F word vociferously, but I don't like using it on the live.
Come on.
So if anybody missed the beginning of the show, I'm going to hit this again. Friends NRA banquet tomorrow at what's it called again, Clay? The Baymont Inn and Suites up there, the old 7 Seas. And Clay's going to be on tomorrow with?
I am going to be Mitchell in the morning, and I'm going to be on there with Todd. We're going to have some good stuff. I can tell you this. I'm probably going to mention, just like now, Jason Heidkamp. He's running for Department of Public Instruction Superintendent against that commie Baszler. So I'm going to have him on, and we're going to talk a little bit. Honestly, Jason and I are going to talk a little bit about when the North Dakota legislature actually passed legislation to allow, armed people into the schools, and what that all entails, and what the power of the DPI superintendent has. But so I'll announce that tomorrow as well on KFYR, and of course the very first Monday in November, you and I, we're going to be on.
The 4th we're going to be on.
Yeah.
It might almost be like the 4th of July, but I mean, before the.
He says it's wide open, no rules. He might regret that.
Yeah, he did say that to us too. He said wide open. He even said if we wanted to come in for 2 hours, I can't pull that one, Clay. Maybe you can, but.
Yeah, I'm thinking about coming up and doing that in the studio. Then I'm gonna have to turn around and drive back up on Tuesday. But hell, gas is cheap. We got Obama, we got Biden.
It's gonna be cheap if Trump wins again.
Yeah, but he's not there yet.
Eric says, "Thank you. I had a blast up there. You're welcome, and no problem. Glad you like it. I do like it, Eric. It's freaking awesome." Waylon Turnus, he's gonna be there. Awesome, Waylon. I'll see you there tomorrow night, buddy. Looking forward to it. Don't get mad when I win most of them guns, though.
I was planning to come to that. I'm not going to make it, unfortunately. I got some other things planned already, and you know how that goes, too. I think, too.
Oh, yeah.
I think you guys are competing. I think they're competing with that haunted fort thing up there. I think I heard that on the radio, but that's not a big deal. I don't think you're going to hurt any crowds there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what we're going to talk about with I'm sure there'll be mostly Second Amendment related stuff. And then, like I said, I will not be having a show next Thursday on Halloween, but the following Thursday, the day before deer opener, you can bet I'm going to be on here, and it's going to be fun. That's going to be, man, because I got Friday off.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Well, I left you a Halloween gift here.
Yeah, I saw that. I like that.
I thought
like
when you
that.
logged in, you might get a kick
I
out of
wonder if
that.
I could get one of them pumpkin skulls for my wife there, and she could.
There you go. Get the skirt too.
Yeah, I'd love it. I'd
You
love
don't
that.
need a top.
No, hell no.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, yeah, but it should be fun doing that. So you did say in the comments we can do multiple live streams then, huh?
yeah, we can do multi. I mean, we'll have to do one so long, and then we'll have to end it. And like I say, if you turn your
Hmm.
notifications on, we should be able to do another one. And there's no limit on how many you can do. They're just 2 hours. And I did check to see if we could get more than 2 hours. You can get up to 4 hours, but I don't think it's worth $300 a month.
No, no. I
Not
mean,
even
I don't have
close to it.
no.
So
I mean, unless their sponsors want to cough up some more coins, but I don't think.
special election night from Guns of the 701, sponsored by
Oh yeah, yeah. That's right. Our sponsors are going to get a big boost on there,
but
ain't
still,
they?
that only lets us go 4 hours, and we could easily spend 4.
Well, I mean, that's fine. That's fine. We can.
But we can do it. And
Yeah.
I really do expect Balaz to be there. I mean, I just have a feeling if he's not out in North Carolina where he's at right now.
Hmm.
And I think Heidkamp mentioned something about being in the Bismarck area, but I don't know if he's going to be out there necessarily. But
Hmm.
there'll be plenty of people. I know that we'll probably end up. JC, is that her name? Yeah.
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
pretty sure we'll get to visit with her with Kelly's office and the campaign. I have no doubt
Oh, yeah.
Kelly will stop by and visit with us.
Yeah, and I mean we can we can still take videos and post them later too. So
Oh,
it's
absolutely. So I don't know if our fascist book page is coming back. I actually tried to do one today. I don't know if I told you that.
mm-mm.
And it got, as soon as I got it up there, boom, it shut me down and said that my account was suspended immediately.
Hmm. Hmm.
And I even used a different email. I think they hit me on the IP because you got to create a new profile.
Oh yeah,
But it didn't matter. They nailed it.
yeah.
So
Well, they didn't snipe me on YouTube, so I guess we're
no,
we're
that's
good.
good.
Yeah, I think what happened there, Clay, is when I put in the description, I put in them links to
They
gun
have to
shops, and
do that.
I think
Yeah,
I don't,
hard
I don't
telling.
know.
I
So you
mean,
think?
they sniped the Mitchell in the Morning thing one time. And I just had to do with a song,
Yeah.
and of course they
Oh, that's
sniped.
right. You guys were bullying, and a few times
Yeah,
there you got it
what,
too.
what
And
the hell, really?
yeah.
I can
Oh,
tell you right now, I'm glad everybody has been going over to X. I see a lot of people going over there, and it
yeah.
does usually get the most viewers anymore. And I'm happy that everybody made their way over there because over there we don't have these issues.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you guys again, you're gonna get sick of me and Clay saying this, but get yourself an X account.
Yes.
Is that way you can still watch us on Rumble? Get a Rumble one too. You can watch all our videos once YouTube gets rid of us. But I
Yeah.
mean, you're on X. You can still comment on the live streams and shit. Then, so
Yes,
that,
and
which is, I mean, you want to be able to. Some people don't, but most people do. Yeah, we got 10 people on X right now. Thanks, guys. I
yeah,
appreciate that, guys and gals.
yeah.
It's
And we
awesome.
got we got 2 on this page, and then we got another 5 on the other Rumble page. So 6
Ah,
on there. So we got I mean they all been up and down, but
yeah. Yeah.
and I don't know.
What's funny is Facebook. I mean, they don't even. We're not getting. They tend to come back and watch it, but in the lives,
Yeah,
whatever. Which whatever.
and
I mean, do I hope Facebook kicks us off? No, I hope we don't get kicked off of anything. I'm just telling you guys. The best thing you can do is get on X. Elon gives 32 million a month to Trump, and Facebook and YouTube give probably
nothing.
more than that to Kamala to beat
Absolutely.
Trump.
Absolutely, and then in Meta or Zuckerberg, he puts
Mhm.
Zuckerbuck in just about every state, including North Dakota, by the way. Hey, hi to our Twitch viewer, and I noticed
Yeah.
that it's funny,
Well,
the kick one isn't showing up there, but the kick one has 2 viewers on it. So whoever
Hey,
you
what's
are,
up, Kick?
thank you.
Appreciate you.
And it's kind
Appreciate
of
you
weird
guys.
because those are both gaming platforms, but a lot of people are broadcasting there. And
Yeah.
I thought I had the Telegram going one, but it did not work. I don't know what the deal is. I put all the stuff in. I suppose not. Something is just not quite right. We might get it. Telegram's been kind of pissing me off lately.
Yeah.
So
I got a better idea. Just go on and get yourself an X
get an
account.
X. Get an X account. It's
Yeah.
X rated, baby.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like X. I mean, if you don't know what X is about and you expect X to be like Facebook, it's not. It's not
It's
like
not.
Facebook.
Nothing like Facebook.
I actually, me personally, I like Facebook's platform and the way they do stuff way better than any other one. X is you can't put longer videos on there, and X is basically it's a political site pretty much. I mean, not that Facebook isn't got a bunch of politics on, but people still post their videos and what they're doing and shit on there. So
I do like the Rumble now that I've learned how to use it. It's been a little better. It's getting better. I did talk with some people at Restream today because I was working on that other issue we were having. They're working on that for us too. I think we got part of it solved. I don't know if you know. I went in there and put your stuff in there, and you can now save it, and it'll be there when it pops up. So that's kind of nice. It's not perfect, but it's better than it was. And I mentioned the Rumble thing, bringing those chats in, so they're gonna look into it, see if they can't make that happen.
That'd be awesome.
That's what I like about Restream. I actually get to talk to somebody. I'm not talking to a bot. I'm not doing emails. No, you actually get in touch with somebody, which is unusual.
It's nice. I know when I had a question about our new video camera, then I tried to call Panasonic. God, that is so annoying, man. I would love it I'd love it if companies would go back to like real customer service. Like, hey, but you know what, Clay? You can call a gun company. Guess what? There'll be somebody there to talk to you.
Usually powder companies, any of these companies, a lot of times I've actually called Hornady. It's been a long time, and I got a person, and they were more than helpful. I was having some trouble with the 220 Swift load, and found out it was the powder. So then I called the powder company and found out, it was their powder. That was Ram Shot before they sold out to Accurate. So
So speaking of that, Clay, I think did you repost that from our buddy Daryl Solon up there, or did you talk about it, about the cost of everything going up there at Winchester? Sent him that.
I just had reposted it. It did not surprise me that the costs were going up again, but
Yep. So if you don't know what we're talking about, Winchester, our buddy Daryl Solon there at Furred Up Firearms and Zap. I got an email, Winchester. Everything's going up after the first of the year. All ammo, reloading components, 5 to 10%.
Yeah.
So that sucks.
It does, and
power is ridiculous right now.
I thought it might be worse with everything going on with inflation being higher than that, but so it's not, which is good. But yeah, I see David's back.
Put Dave's comment up there. I like that.
Let me bring this up here. Yes, Meta and YouTube is like a public range rules that don't make sense and full of FUDs. X is like Axis range, America. There you go. There you go.
Oh yeah. All right, Clay. I tell you what, we're just over an hour. Let's you got anything else you want to finish up on here, and then we'll shut her down.
Nope, just tune in KFIR 550 tomorrow morning at 7:15 Mountain Standard Time, 8:15 Central. And Todd and I'll have another entertaining show. I know we're going to have. We're getting pretty good now. He kind of enjoys this when we do the armed citizen or happy ending or thug plug, whatever you want to call it. I call it scumbag dead. It's a really nice thing to see. So anyway, he's really gotten into this. I did find another bear story, so I think I'm going to do that. We haven't had one for a while, and I don't know. Todd usually has some things now too that he brings up. So it's been a great time, and I think him and I worked good on that. So yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, if any of you guys missed, haven't ever caught Clay and Todd doing that. I mean, we've been doing it for like 2 years now. It's just Clay and Todd now, but they got a great show going there for 8:15 Central to about 9 o'clock. You got commercials in there. You get Scott's Dakota Farm Report and that. So hey, thanks, Josh. He said great show again. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you tuning in again. So. And then, of course, next Wednesday, Clay, you and Deacons will be back on, I think. And like I said, I'm not going to have a show next Thursday, but I'll be back November 7th, the day before Deer Rifle Opener.
Hopefully the radio tower is all fixed. That's where he was last night. So, but regardless, I got Jason coming on next week. So either way, we're going to have a pretty good show.
Yeah.
And tune into that. I mean, if you don't know Jason, it's good to just listen.
Yeah, good dude.
You were talking tonight about candidates and who they are and who they aren't. I can guarantee you're going to agree 51% or more with Jason Heidkamp than you ever are with the communist liberal boyfriend beating alcoholic DUI recipient Kirsten Baszler.
Oh, well, I've had a DUI, so I can't say much in that department.
Yeah, but you haven't had like 5 of them.
No, luckily.
And I don't know who she blows. I mean, I don't know who she talks to to get out of them, but she always seems to wiggle her way out. And her son now has followed in her footsteps. He's had a couple.
Oh man.
I don't know what's going on over there at the Morton County area, but that's where most of them took place.
They're
Early
maybe
town.
hanging around with Dougie.
All I can tell you is when I look at the two candidates, Jason Heidkamp or Baszler, this isn't even close. I'm going to vote for Jason Heidkamp, who has a solid record in the legislature. Did I agree with all of his stuff? No. What candidate or what? You know what? If I ever do decide to run again and win and get in there, I guarantee you, a lot of people aren't going to agree with a lot of my decisions. And you know what? You're welcome to not vote for me if that ever happens.
Mhm.
But most of the time, it's going to be 80% if you're a conservative, because I guarantee you I'm going to toe the line on that Constitution.
I mean, I heard Jason on the radio a number of times. He was on with Bell a couple times too, I think. And guy's great, man. I didn't disagree with him on much. So I think he'd be awesome. I'm going to vote for him. So, all right, Clayton.
I already did. So I'm done. I already early voted. So
By the way, Saturday's early voting. I think when I come back in from Axe's place, I'm gonna swing down to Civic Center and vote and get that baby in there for DJT and the rest of R right down the line, baby.
I got to give a shout out to Mandan Sporting Goods, because he was able to get my bullets, and he hadn't had any on the shelf for a while. The ones I shoot my 270. So I went ahead and he said, how many boxes you want? I said, why don't you give me 4? And that's that should do it for now, right? Well, he said, I'm gonna order 13. So, so I don't know. I think that's all they had. He goes, they've been hard to get in. So I was happy to get
perfect.
Yeah,
awesome, man. Love it.
Love
it. All right, Clayton. Everybody, thanks again. Hey, we're ending the show now. We viewers popped up. If you guys just came in, I think I'm gonna go to 9 o'clock. I swear. But,
I noticed they even ticked up over on Rumble. Both we're at 10 on one and 3 on the other. So I mean, we got 33 people tuned in.
Hey, good news is, Clay, if you guys got on late, you can go back and rewatch it on all our social media platforms, or get on iHeart or wherever else you get your podcast. You can listen to the whole thing. Dougie, I like crazy chicks when I was younger, but not anymore.
Hurricane Katrina is not for you.
Oh,
for you.
Right. All right, everybody.
He's got one, a bear story, like a large hairy dude that's in the dudes.
Yeah, Waylon, I'll see you tomorrow night at the NRA banquet. You bet, buddy. Good luck to you.
Don't worry about that. Go out and support that. That's going to be another great event. Actually, my brother and sister-in-law both run that event. So, yeah.
Looking forward. Hey, like I said last night in the comments, Clay, if you guys see me there, feel free to buy me drinks.
Yeah, 701's representing. Go ahead and help him out and help him spend his money. Buy him a drink.
Just come on up. If I never met you before, come on up and say hi, man. I'll probably buy you one, actually.
Get him like 10, 12 shots, okay?
Perfect. Fireball. Love it. All right, everybody. Well, we'll see you next time. Clay, I'll listen to you tomorrow, and I'll see everybody who shows up at the NRA banquet tomorrow, and looking forward to it.